Hi, Michael. Yeah, we were actually on the same page. When I originally did my video, I had assumed or had thought, based on the information, that you had a folder on your server called Home. So you would also have a folder on your local computer called Home. And when you're building a subdirectory, most people, when they build a subdirectory or subweb, it acts as it's like its individual entity. You can still link to your main site from within. Just when you do your links, like say a menu top link, if you wanted somewhere in here to link to a page on a different site or not in the subweb, well, you just make it an absolute URL. So basically down here, and it's already done. You've already done that. So boom, Bob's your uncle. It's to me, it's like everything's already set up, to be, if you needed it to go to a different section of the site, you'd use an absolute starting with the HTTP / then the actual address. So it's already set up to do that. The only thing is, when you publish up the site here, you're publishing everything within the home folder on your local computer up to the home folder on your web server, right? So really, you're just taking, all we're doing is moving files, right? So we're moving all the files from this folder up to a folder on your server. We're just taking them from one computer and we're putting them on another computer. So essentially nothing would change from what I originally described, right? You have a main web, you have this subdirectory that's within the home folder. You treat that as like a separate website when it comes to just updating the library files, right? Or it's its own little subweb. And when you publish, just make sure you publish the files up to the same subfolder on your web server. And when you get to that point, I mean, if you don't mind, send me, if you want, you can send me your FTP information, and I can sort of do a mock-up demonstration of exactly how to publish up your files to make sure they go in the right place. And I don't use Dreamweaver for publishing. I use FileZilla. I use an FTP client, so I can see exactly where my folders are on my local computer and where the folders are on my live server, so nothing ever gets mixed up. Because Dreamweaver doesn't actually always show you where things are going unless you make absolute certain when you do your setup for your publishing that you are specifying the home folder on your server. But anyways, that's a different video. But as far as I can tell, yeah, everything's the same. All right, I think we're on the same page. You have a subdirectory. Treat it like a separate web, and make sure it just gets published up into that folder, that subdirectory folder on your server. You should be fine.